What is the difference then between the ego and the soul?
When it comes to consciousness, our central goal is to master the art of integration. But what does it mean?
The state of integration is a state where you are essentially the same soul that you can experience in your inner world, in your everyday earthly experiences. It's when your ego and your soul are essentially integrated.
But if we think back to the concept of source consciousness and you're entering a true state of unity consciousness within yourself, then what it takes to really achieve that abundance and the desired manifestation is not becoming a different version of yourself,
but rather becoming the most truthful, open, and authentic version of you as a soul in order to be truly as one with the desired outcome. So your authentic self is going to have certain qualities, certain abilities, certain traits that are different from maybe the person that you currently are right now. Maybe there's certain things within you that you're deeply suppressing. Maybe your parents or society has never encouraged you to be this more open and truthfully honest version of yourself. If you now think about what it takes to emulate those qualities and to become as one with the true core of your nature, that is what it takes to be totally integrated. That's what it takes for you to realize how you can be yourself in such a way that you maintain consistency and transparency in all aspects of your life. So what happens when we have an ego that is disintegrated from our soul nature is that we can often experience things that we don't want to in life.
And the reason why we do that is because we don't realize there's a split between our soul and our ego nature.
If our lower identities harboring certain false expectations, false programs, false beliefs that can limit our true expression, we will never be able to manifest the things that make us feel truly in alignment in our lives. And so what people often deal with are external circumstances that feel very disunifying, things that you may want to reject or things that you dislike about your physical life. And very often the reason why you end up dealing with those conditions is because you created them in the first place. Which means realizing that your ego is just a low representation of your soul, and authenticity is the only route to true bliss. So in this field of spiritual development, our true goal is to figure out what is it that we are not conscious of that is creating the disunity in our lives.
As the deeper thing we need to ask ourselves is, are we really in alignment with ourselves? Do we know what we authentically want? Do we know who we authentically are? Do we know what we want in such a way that we can tap into our authentic belief system and have that be something that is separate from what parents or society has instilled into us?
Now, spiritual development can be characterized as a pathway of you awakening all of the elements of your chakra system to understand what it takes to connect to your multidimensional self, the soul that we keep referencing. So let's first understand what really is a chakra to more deeply understand the art of integration within the physical body.
Every chakra is essentially a portal for energy that is situated across a spectrum of frequencies.
This is how consciousness organizes itself in your physical template. And each chakra has a whole emotional, mental, and spiritual connection to it. So beginning with the root chakra, this is a system of you understanding the primal nature of your being.
Your root chakra is housing the desire for you to survive, to be safe, to be fully secure and connected to the earth element.
Now next is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra houses sexuality and creativity. This chakra allows you to more easily understand how you are a conduit of the creation life force energy within you.
Achieving balance in your sacral chakra grants you the freedom to become the master of your experiences. As you learn to cultivate and manifest them from within, harnessing your creative power to shape your reality.
The next is the solar plexus, which really houses the seat of your own awareness. This is where your self comes in, where your identification with the world around you is expressed. So if you have an issue with your solar plexus, you may start to feel like you are insecure within yourself. You might not understand how you are connected to your earthly experience at large. Because if you don't really know yourself, your solar plexus is going to be completely imbalanced. Now, continuing up still, we have the heart chakra, which of course is connected to the heart's consciousness and the field of intelligence which emanates from your heart center. If you have issues with love, relationships, connection, self-love, and really just understanding the feeling nature of reality, you might have a closed-off heart chakra.
A balanced heart chakra brings harmony, peace, and acceptance. Conversely, if the heart chakra becomes blocked or imbalanced, it may manifest as difficulties in forming relationships, a lack of empathy, feelings of isolation, and even physical symptoms.
And rising up still is the throat chakra, the element of communication, where you can really start to feel like you can vocalize your intentions and your true nature of self through the expression of your voice. And through every communicatory issue that comes up in your life, the throat chakra is involved.
With this chakra, you can unlock the power of communication. Express yourself authentically, speak your truth, and engage in active listening.
Also, higher dimensional knowledge and wisdom coming through you. So as you can see, this already begins to tap into the topic of spiritual growth. If you want to expand spiritually speaking, you need to start to begin opening your third eye chakra. And the activation of your third eye is going to have to do with how deeply you can even understand and grasp higher dimensional information, which can come in through visions, through dreams, through all kinds of different experiences which are not just somatic in nature, but actually also visual, and require your ability to synthesize new information coming from the field in your physical body.
When the third eye chakra is balanced and open, individuals experience a deep sense of connection to their inner selves and the universe.
And the final chakra in your 7-chakra physical body template is the crown chakra, which is the most spiritual of them all. It's all about you being able to tap into higher states of consciousness through the channel that is located in actually the top of your head.
If you have an open crown chakra, you will more easily receive information. You'll know more easily, channel or receive very bold visions which allow you to intuitively be guided through your experience of reality.
And so you can see how when you are totally associated with your lower chakra systems, you are not able to synthesize information coming from above. You will think then that only your physical body houses the truth of your reality. You will be guided by your instinct to survive, by primal reflexes, where sexuality and groundedness and materialism becomes the most important thing in your reality. But the ascension journey reveals that life is about much more than just that.
Charlie takes his first steps, symbolizing the innate potential within every child. Each one is born with unique gifts, inherent abilities, and predispositions that shape their individuality, preferences, and life's purpose.
And if those things are not truly cultivated in a spirit of freedom, then the child will forget how to be their genuine sense of self.
Like whispers in the shadows, suppressed memories linger in the depths of the mind, concealed yet ever present, shaping our perceptions and influencing our actions, until one day, they emerge, demanding acknowledgement and resolution.
And then there's also the unconscious mind, which is yet a deeper aspect of your consciousness, which is completely a shadow to you. And so you could say that your personal shadow is a combination of your subconscious and unconscious mind's domain. And so you could say that your personal shadow is a combination of your subconscious and unconscious mind's domain.
Your shadow is everything that you have repressed or don't actually see about your experience.
And yet your shadow has an interesting way of finding a representation in the world around you. This is how when you repress certain experiences, certain negative emotions, or parts of you that you don't want to have seen, somehow, interestingly, the shadow finds a way to be expressed, even though you're not aware of that.
This then can explain how you may attract certain similar toxic people
that are not actually good for you because you simply have not transmuted that aspect that lies within your shadow. If there's something within your subconscious mind that wants to be expressed, it will be, even if you don't want that to be an aspect of your reality. If there's something within your subconscious mind that wants to be expressed, it will be, even if you don't want that to be an aspect of your reality.
This is the way that naturally the universe seeks integration. including within your own physical being.
Now, on a collective scale, the same thing holds true, which you may find interesting to think about, as the whole collective consciousness is organized in a similar kind of a mental framework. There is a shadow that permeates the entire collective consciousness, and all people are still occurring and existing within a similar collective theme, where you may tap into certain energy that may be involving the entire collective consciousness, meaning all of the people around the world.
During certain periods in history, collective consciousness experiences notable shifts, like the Second World War in 1939. The year is 1985. Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie joined forces to create a song to help African children. The positive energy emanating from this song resonated in the hearts of people around the world.
So to understand the art of integration, we need to understand what causes disintegration, essentially, which is everything that you don't see about yourself that has to somehow find a way to be expressed ultimately. Disintegration is everything that is inconsistent between your ego and your soul, or between your conscious mind and your subconscious domain. You can start to see how within your consciousness is the ability to see more possibilities about yourself. You can start to see how within your consciousness is the ability to see more possibilities about yourself, and to see how all of the negative, so-called negative elements in your lives are really just elements within you that you have yet to come to love.
So as a collective, it's our individual responsibility to recognize and reconcile the aspects of disintegration within ourselves.
If we can see every problem occurring within our own lives, others' lives, and the world at large as a calling for us to find deeper empathy, deeper connection within ourselves, and more awareness of why disintegration is still an element at play, we can come to find where the root of integration lies within ourselves. And instead, we can shine this light of our awareness into reality to make the difference that we see in the world manifest from a place of deep inner resolution.
At the end, every person needs to embark on a journey of self-discovery and understanding that defines the purpose of their life without fear. Just like Charlie taking his first steps.